honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignored. Crash. Copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas.
Way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Let's go. Finish smoking whatever you smoking.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Move. KOS, stop. Come here. Kale, that's here for Kale.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is the last one?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
You say the last one? Oh, yeah, that was last. Yeah, I said that was last.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
The
and I
moment
know
we get
a lot of
to
coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Keep saying that shit too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. And
inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that. Good for a Bengal first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise. It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Daddy don't need it. Plug it into this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yeah, I got you.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So that
he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
How did you find this shit to my everybody?
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This shit last night.
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Send these niggas an invoice.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I have about 10 blocks right now.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
You ready? Come on, baby. Got to score quick. It's good.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wow, that's so right.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
Like niggas play basketball.
A ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
I gave niggas a heads up. I'm playing. Let me know got 4.
What? Wow. What?
Yeah. He said he was laying down. Yeah, he said he was laying down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I've seen that before. Get your bucket back.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The way-in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. Now the Bengals,
yeah, my biggest thing though to make me put on the Michael, these niggas might can turn around on the fucking fast break with Reese first about 2 niggas running right to each other and one of the other wall open. Like that shit make and both of them niggas kept running to number 1. I had to call this nigga tape like, tell me niggas to stop checking 1, bro.
here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Whatever that's
Here's my nephew with his mom.
Just yet, and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0.
Wait, say what?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Turn around, that loose.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'm trying to see that video that Greenlaw had.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very
gifted. Don't say that. I have no reason for me to have to get on the mic, bro.
Make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 15. Check in.
What do you do?
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carry the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw here. He is going to find him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Wow, okay,
it's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's what we're doing.
You gotta eat the booty like groceries.
That's what we do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wow.
Back to throw here.
Come on, Tariq.
Incomplete. Would have been a big
Man, not a fuck if you did that.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
Never gonna let this shit go.
In the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, look 3. Go.
No shit.
They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and forward.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, you caught that, bitch? This busted-ass game.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Oh, I was supposed to switch you. That's me. Yeah, I got you, man.
Put it in there. Plug it in there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
He did. He said it twice.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31.
And he said it back-to-back, though. I'm like, all right, ain't nobody else who that shit?
Nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ah, this was a bit of a big and down the middle.
Now it's Breida. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone
Because
eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole and make the catch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
4.5 left. Last shot.
Here's Breida. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He made that, big. He made that buzzer beater.
Hey, Delta.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
That's excellent movie. Excellent movie. Yeah, dude got pulled over. That's an excellent movie.
The Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Drug, yeah, nigga.
Able to extend that lead.
That is drug. It's drug in the music. Nigga being a mule for the cartel, bro. Moving away. Driving the back and forth.
Changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll take it up past the 25
Ain't that she called the mule too, though?
to the 26-yard line.
Ain't that shit called the mule too, though? Okay.
Ooh, I let that bitch go too early.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm one preaching patience. Take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion.
They got everything. I ain't gonna lie. I got hit today because I got hit aggressive. I ain't gonna lie.
To get yourself back into it.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
What's free? Oh, he tried to violate. It's fullback. Selling.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check snap.
They run again with Breida. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
6-6, pull it high.
Damn, they really did you like
now
that.
A fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more.
22 Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Yes! 57, ready to go.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Take 3. 218, chop.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This is Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Now that was pretty. Yeah. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight sharp route.
I'm going to open it to give me 2 seconds.
Spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
Go ahead.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
My first nigga. Your mom is impatient.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after
they
that last catch.
they gave the title this
2nd and 2. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays. And
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. 50 plant. All day defense, all day. All day.
They run with Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
That's it, baby.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten
They
up.
really called that up.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 54 on the ball. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the...
Another one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Crunch time, defense.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go, go, go.
Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, stand up.
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Switch.
Leo.
Slam.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was a point in time in this game where we didn't know if they were going to have a shot to make this comeback, but they've gotten right back in this ball game, Charles. Pretty impressive.
Almost felt like their biorhythms were off to start this game, but they've come together pretty well now, and now you're seeing the team we expected to see. Both sides of the ball putting it together, and now they're making their moves. Kind of like what they've seen, what we've seen.
It's a 4-quarter game, right?
Without a doubt. And I know cliches all the time. That cliche is really apt.
I got you, son.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
60 Pittsburgh. Greystone, travel. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
We go. 18 Gator.
Pick it up.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bengals, They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a match.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.